How I started my C-drama journey. As far as I know, a lot of people start exploring C-dramas after being obsessed with K-dramas for a long time. My case is a little different. While I have seen a few K-dramas, I wouldn't call myself a regular viewer. Not because they're bad or anything, but mostly because a big chunk of them are set in the modern times. I'm way more into fantasy genre. Overall, yeah, I watched a couple of K-dramas, some anime, and even some Western shows. But before I stumbled upon C-dramas, I literally knew nothing about them. One day, while I was doing usual searching for something for my dad to watch routine, he often asked me to find him action-packed stuff. I was scrolling through a site and saw an interesting thumbnail. You honestly couldn't even tell if the people were real or drawn or digitally created. It was just these stunning figures in flowy clothing. I got curious and clicked on it. I don't even remember which episode it was. It definitely wasn't the first. Somewhere in the middle of the series. The cdrama that caught my attention was The Longest Promise. The first thing I saw, plastic decorations, fake-looking trees. From that description, you think most people would instantly click away, but for me it was the opposite. I loved that aesthetic. And then this girl showed up, wearing the most beautiful flowy outfit, with gorgeous hair accessories. I just sat there admiring the whole look. And then, bam, he appeared, the male lead. My eyes turned into hearts. He was so aesthetically pleasing, like exactly my type. Tall, slim, with beautiful face and the most stunning long hair. Finally, a male lead as beautiful as the female lead. Maybe it sounds shallow, but in Western shows, male leads are often all about muscles and bulkiness, with regular short haircuts and very little focus on facial features. It was so refreshing to see something different. And just like that, I started watching from episode 1. And I realized this was exactly what I always wanted from a show. Fantasy elements that had always pulled me in. Characters with supernatural powers, magical creatures, beautiful costumes, beautiful leads, and deeper emotional connections. I never really liked how romance is portrayed in Western media. Everything moves so fast and always starts with physical contact. In C-dramas, physical touch is minimal, but the emotions so intense. I watched The Longest Promise up to episode 16, but on that site they hadn't released any more episodes yet. So I thought, wait, is this just one of drama, or are there others like this? A quick Google search later, I came across Love Between Fairy and Devil, so I started watching it. Of course I liked it immediately. The funniest thing is that I actually enjoyed the lighthearted beginning, and I thought it would just stay like that, fun and cute, because up until then I was used to shows that stick to their tone. Like if a show starts off as a comedy, it stays a comedy. If it's a dark fantasy like Game of Thrones, it stays dark fantasy. I was completely emotionally unprepared for what came next. Things got serious, and before I knew, I was deeply attached to characters. When Orchid sacrificed herself, I went through something that felt like an emotional breakdown. I'm not even joking, I cried so hard. After that episode, I felt emotionally drained. No other show had ever made me feel something like that. Sure, I cried or felt happy with characters before, but not like this. Never this deep. And from that moment, I was hooked. That's how my C-drama journey began, and it's still going strong. I am officially a helpless C-drama victim. I really hope there will be more people like me out there.